Hello and welcome to a Paradise Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan, and boy is it good to be a storyteller again. Tonight we're diving into the crazy world of Exalted versus World of Darkness. Returning players are Christina playing Cassandra Roller, and Julia playing Roswell Nova MacArthur. New to the crew is Cody playing Leonard Van Zant and Tyler playing Oliver. Once Exalted titles get revealed, we'll switch those names up. I also wanted to let everyone know that with this being our first session, there were some technical difficulties, so do be prepared for a bit of audio drop and robot voices. We'll get it figured out by session 2. Promise. Today, we take a look at Long Island University and a group of 4 students destined for greatness. This is Exalted vs. World of Darkness, Friendly Neighborhood Exalts, Episode 1, Religion 101. It is an unusually warm September day in Long Island University in Brooklyn. There, the 4 of you all have class together for Introduction to Religion. This class is run by one of your professors, a man called Professor Wallace, who you all have learned to absolutely hate due to his inability to emote during speeches and lectures.
Oh, we've all had that professor.
He is basically a robot that drones on and puts you all to sleep.
Those are some of the best naps I've ever had.
Probably got tenure. He doesn't care.
He does have tenure, so he does not care. So, to get you all and to double check rolling and everything to make sure this is all going to work, I've made a dice channel. What is everyone's intelligence? Julia, what is yours to start off with?
I have an int of 2.
Okay. Cody, I know that you have an int of 1.
Yeah.
Tyler, what is your int?
My int is 5.
Okay. And Christina?
3.
3. Okay. So we've got all across the board. Starting from the lowest int to the top to the highest, I would like you all to give me a willpower roll. For people with int 1, it is going to be at a difficulty of 9. Int 2, it's going to be an 8. Int 3, it is a 7. And int 5, it's a 5. Basically, I'm having you roll this to see if you fall asleep in class or not.
Brendan, do 1s subtract from your successes?
Yes, they do.
Do 10s give you anything better?
They give you 2.
Okay, so yes, I have 4.
I got 2 successes on mine.
So 3 success?
I've got 1 success.
I got 4.
All right. All right, so the class drones on with Professor Wallace talking specifically about ancient Mesopotamian religions, because of course, why wouldn't he start at the beginning of Western Civ kind of
the first known
religion
recorded history, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I roll to see if I can figure out how to record his lecture on my computer to auto-tune later?
Do you have dots in technology?
No. But I have wits. I got wits
computers.
up.
What do you have for resources so I can see if you have anything, if you have a computer on you?
I have no resources, but I assume I have a phone, and most phones have a voice recording software.
You know what? Okay. Roll me a straight intelligence check, difficulty 8.
Int or wits?
Int.
May I make an academics roll to take very well-kept notes so I can reference them later?
Yes, you can.
You nerds and your notes.
What was my difficulty again?
8.
Oh, wow. Well, I got a grand total of 7 successes.
Jeez.
Spicy.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you do not know how to auto-tune it, or record it for later. Oliver, on the other hand, takes extraordinarily detailed notes. Specifically, some of the things that he's talking about here is the symbolism, the common symbolism of snakes and apples throughout a lot of cultures. He's also talking about death and hell realms, and how that the worship of the sun and the stars is a very common theme throughout most of the world's religions.
What would I roll to make a paper airplane?
Dexterity and, I don't know,
Crap.
craft.
But what's the difficulty?
Like 6. It's a fucking paper airplane, bud.
You say that.
Oh
Two
shit, you actually,
successes.
oh shit, dude, you actually made a pretty dope paper airplane.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I assume that you're going to toss this paper airplane during class.
I mean, what else would I do? It's not like there's a lecture going on.
So the paper airplane goes flying. Did you put any notes or anything on it? Are you trying to get with some fly honeys?
I mean,
You can always just say
I'm
no.
just gonna throw it out into the crowd and see who it hits.
Okay.
It just says God is watching.
It goes through and it does a couple loops as Professor Wallace drones on about symbolism this and analogies that and metaphors whatever. And you see it kind of hover close to your friend in this class, Roswell, before a sudden updraft brings it spiraling upwards as one of the windows has blown open. It spirals upwards and then immediately lands like its nose bonking onto the nose of Professor Wallace, who then turns to the class and goes, "Who threw that? That was extraordinarily rude."
That was me. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit, Professor.
Mr. Van Zant, is religion really that boring to you?
Well, the commandments say we shouldn't worship false idols, and you're talking about a lot of false idols, sir.
Oh, I see. You're a religious man, are you?
Yes, sir, like every good Christian Southern boy.
Well then, Mr. Van Zant, I believe that the lessons that you can take from this are that there are different cultures in the world besides good Christian Southern boys. And then
Sorry,
he goes
I fell
to
asleep. What just happened? Is that going to be on the exam, Professor?
Miss Roswell. Wait, I need to actually look up what you're
It's
fucking...
Rose. It's Rose MacArthur, sir.
Miss MacArthur. That will not be on the exam.
Okay. Do we have a study guide that we should be worrying about?
We'll be handing out study guides later. He kind of like glances up at the clock. Well, I guess it's time to let you all go. We'll see you here next week. Please remember to bring in something interesting that you found out about a different religion than your own. Class dismissed.
Fucking finally. Woo!
Sandra's just up and out of there before anybody else even stands up.
I walk over to Van Zant and like, dude,
That was a dope-ass airplane.
Thanks, I made it myself.
Fuck yeah, man! Artisanal crafting is the way of the future.
Oh, I wouldn't quite say it's crafting, but I'm Lenny, by the way.
I'm Rose. Nice to meet you, man.
It's good to meet you, too. Where do you come from? Huh. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You know,
Anyways.
that's fair. You got a class after this?
I
Do
probably do.
Oh no.
Hey, wait, where's that guy who was taking those notes? I start looking around for Tyler's character.
I'm probably just like packing up my notes, getting my stuff together. But
All right, I'm gonna roll over to Tyler's character and be like, "Hey, dude, wait.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, look, I'm kind of shit at taking notes. Would you mind if I got a copy of yours, or if we hung out at some point and maybe I could fill in my notes with what I missed from yours?
Well, I was about to go get some coffee. You're welcome to take a look at them while I relax if you'd like.
That sounds great. I love coffee. We should grab Lenny, too.
I suppose the cafeteria where they sell the coffee has enough room for everybody.
Cool. Hey, Lenny, we're going to go grab coffee. Come on.
Huh? What? Coffee?
Yeah, let's go get snacks and coffee.
I'm gonna follow my new best friends.
We adopted
Christina,
a
what are you up to?
You got-
Oh, Ash just bolted outside, and she's outside, away from the building, and she's smoking.
Okay. As the three of you are heading towards the cafeteria, Julia, your character's phone starts to go off.
I answer.
Hey, Rose, it's me, Vinny. Hey, do you got a moment? You hear the sound of Vinny, your boss, from the pizza joint that you work at to pay the bills.
Hey, Vinny, what up?
Hey, Rose, so listen, I know that it's your day off and everything, but, one of my waitresses called out, so would you mind coming in and covering the shift for her? I'll pay you extra.
How much extra?
I'll pay you double the normal rate.
You're paying double plus tips?
Yeah, plus tips. Listen, it was a real weird fucking situation. The girl said that she's just fucking too scared to leave her damn house. She says that the ghost of her Nona was yelling at her.
Oh, well, that's weird. All right, man. Yeah, when do you need me?
As soon as possible. Yeah, no, it is weird. Usually Nona ghosts don't start yelling until good old fucking Thanksgiving, eh?
You right. Hey, look, man, I'll be there in about 2 hours.
Okay. But you don't want to miss that lunch rush.
Man,
That's when we get all the good tips.
I know, man. I gotta get my notes for this class. Like, I gotta study and do this right. All right. My parents are counting on me.
Well, I mean, tell you what. If you need some study time, how about you set some up for when the shop's about to close, and I'll get you and your friend some free pizza.
I'll be there in 30 minutes.
All right
hang
then.
up
I'll
the phone.
see you then.
And then I turn to the others and say, hey, guys, I gotta bail on study sesh. I gotta go to work. Here's the address. If you guys want to come over later tonight, free pizza and drinks on me.
What time of the day is it right now, Brendan?
It's about 3:00.
Wait, you work at a pizza place? That's so
Yeah,
cool.
man.
I always wanted to work at a pizza place.
Hey, man, we might be hiring. You want to come by later tonight and talk to the boss?
I don't think I've got time for a job.
I'm putting in some volunteer hours at the ER this afternoon, but I might come by after.
Well, we don't close until later this evening. If you still want to come by, you might be hungry after your shift.
We'll see.
All right, man. I'll catch you guys later.
I'll at very least I'll drop the notes off for you and just get them back to me next class or something.
You, sir, are a godsend. If you want, you can just take a picture of them and send it to my phone.
I don't think you'll be able to read it,
Yeah, you right.
but I can just drop them off.
All right, man. You guys take care. Enjoy your coffee and your lunch.
Have fun at work.
I never do. Thanks.
Can I roll a eidetic memory check to copy down those notes that I should have been taking but was too busy making paper airplanes for?
Sure.
Ha! That's 1.
You somehow managed to take down all the notes because your brain works good like that sometimes.
I might be dumb, but I'm smart with a capital Q.
SMRT smart.
Yeah, we don't learn to read so good in the Alabama curriculums, but we can write. WRIT.
You almost had it right. Anyway, so you go to your shifts at the ER. Putting in as a medical student does, you are putting in your required hours in the I guess is an your due diligence. I'm trying to remember exactly what the term is.
Residency?
That's the term I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Ow, you're doing that really early.
I think that was well, there are partial residencies before you actually finish also.
I know. I never heard of them in the first year.
Caffeine, gotta go fast.
Are we all first year students?
Yeah, you guys are all
we're
first
freshmen.
years, but I mean, you could
Oh.
be like super smart.
Yeah, I mean, you can start volunteer EMS like
Well, you can
In
start.
high
You
school.
can volunteer for the trauma unit in high school. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're volunteering. You're not doing your residency or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safer bet.
Okay.
Or I may work as like a nurse's assistant or something. I don't know.
However it works,
whatever.
I don't know a whole lot of hospital jargon. but I
Real
do
cool
know
hospital
that-
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I do know that you're about to have some real cool hospital time.
Excellent,
Just scrubs that shit.
dude. If you don't think I was wearing scrubs in that religions class, you're a fool.
So you get to the ER to the hospital where that a couple of the other volunteers and the people who are training to be residents are just kind of like gearing up for another shift on the floor. As that you got here, you did notice you had to walk through some of the commercial districts or take a taxi, however you got there from there. But you did notice that a lot of the like the commercial billboards and like the big electronics that are usually like along the New York skyline were kind of glitching out more than normal. And you're having a lot of issues sending and receiving messages on your phone currently.
Odd.
Anyway, you get in there and
Good thing I got a pager.
right. So you
What
get
year
in
is
there.
this?
They still use pagers today, Cody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they do in hospitals. So anyway, so you get in there and you're gearing up with some of the other people there, and you can hear these two talking off to the side, and one of them's just like, "Yeah, man, fuck Hippocratic oath. Like, who even cares about that, man? Like, these people can't pay. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, why would you even get into the doctor business without like wanting the money, right? That's sweet moolah." The other person, who is a little bit more timid, just kind of shakes their head and just like, "That's a terrible thing to say, man. Like, people gotta help people. Like," and then they kind of like look over at you and they're like, "Right, Oliver? You agree with me, right?"
Yes, I do. We're all here to help people. I think the money is just a nice side bonus. The eventual money, anyway.
This guy just kind of, the first guy who talked just kind of like, he looks kind of like a douchey gym bro, and he just kind of goes, "Yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'll make sure not to do any harm or whatever, but like, I'm in it for the money."
And I hope you get all out of life that you deserve.
Yeah, man, you too. You
Thanks.
too.
Thank you.
It clearly does not register with this guy that was an insult.
That's the best part about that line. It doesn't have to be.
And he kind of goes off, and the scrawny, well, the more timid-looking person, who you know as Aaron, someone who's a sophomore at the university and is just now starting their residency. Oh man, Oliver, it's been a rough shift, man. I had to sit in while some of the surgeons lost a guy. It was kind of rough, man.
Probably better to get that out of the way now. Get used to it. The unfortunate side of our work. Never fun, I imagine, but it does happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, the guy there was a drive-by, and he got shot right through the lungs.
Yeah, that's
So,
always
like,
a slow one.
Yeah, it was not good to watch, man. It was. I think I might go out to the bar after. Yeah,
Just take care of yourself, okay?
yeah, you too, Oliver. Good luck.
I'm sure it'll be just another day. You have a nice one now, Aaron.
And Aaron heads off. Is there anything that you would particularly like to do while that you're here, besides like go about and do your work?
If there's any like surgeries or anything that I have the chance to observe or anything, maybe like chomp at the bit a little bit, show initiative.
Yes, actually, there's a routine tonsillectomy being performed. Not exactly the most exciting surgery, but
Something.
it's something. could you make me a perception and alertness roll at a difficulty 7 as you're observing this?
Sure. 2.
So, watching this for a little bit, you do notice that the head surgeon here looks like he might be about to perform a rather grave mistake with where that his hands are. Basically, since, tonsils are super close to the neck and everything, it's a pretty routine surgery, but there is always that chance of something going wrong.
Can you give me a little more information? Like, what is he about to, nick something?
Yeah, it looks like he's about to nick something.
And he knows that I'm there observing, right?
He does know that you're there observing.
And what is this guy's name? Just
Thomas, you just know him as Dr. Thomas.
Okay. As he's doing that, I'm gonna pipe up and be like, Dr. Thomas, I have a question.
He looks up, and in doing so, also readjusts where that his hands are, so they're not in a precarious situation.
What section of the tonsils does it actually get severed at? Does it have a name, or is it just the general tonsil? So to put you on the spot, I need to think of something that could draw his attention away.
I'm literally
blah medical. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm literally looking up tonsillectomy right now. Yeah, he kind of wall.
I got you. But the main thing is he readjusts and doesn't make a mistake.
Yes, he readjusts and does not make a mistake.
Okay, I just carry on observing.
Okay, yeah. So that gets finished up. Is there anything else that you would like to do while that you're here?
I'm probably just gonna take the time to see if I can I don't want to use the term kiss ass, but you kind of have to in these kinds of things when you're volunteering. Kind of see if I can do anything for anybody, show initiative.
Okay.
Maybe just observe the residents to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Look at the notes on who's in the hospital, who's come in.
Okay. So one of the things that you do notice, just kind of wandering around the hospital, is that none of the TVs seem to be working. If the TV is hooked up to cable, it's not working. Besides that, there's a few doctors and multi-year residents there who do ask you for small favors, hey, can you go get me a coffee? Can you go do this or that?
Of course.
They're not asking you to assist with surgery just yet because you're
at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah. But they're definitely not disrespecting you.
Right. And I do all that.
The day passes without anything else super weird going on. Actually, do you have any dots in awareness?
2 dots in awareness.
Okay, can you make me a perception and awareness roll at standard difficulty, so 6?
None.
Oof.
No dice.
In fact, that's a botch.
Oof.
So as that you're going through throughout your day, you kind of feel like there is something watching you, but you can't determine exactly what that it is. At the end of the day, as you're heading down a flight of stairs, you do, for a moment, you almost feel like you are about to lose your footing, as it feels like that someone behind you places a very cold hand at the back of your neck, suddenly startling you. But you do manage to catch yourself on the railing before you had a nasty trip and fall.
Yeah, spooky.
And then with that out of the way, once you get dressed back up or whatever, you will be on your way to the pizza place.
I'll just pass that off as having a long day.
So, Cody, it is after your classes are done, and while that today you do not have any football practice, you do know that today is your day to go and volunteer at the local soup kitchen with your buddy Terry.
My favorite person.
Your literal favorite person.
Terry's a good guy.
So the both of you are there, and it is hustling and bustling as dinner time arrives with soup being served. Despite it being an unnaturally warm day in September, people are still, food is food. especially when
Hey.
you live out on the streets.
Maybe we're serving gazpacho.
Cold soup.
It happens sometimes. This
So you
is a
guys are
fancy New
there
York soup
with
kitchen.
you guys are there with hairnets and stuff, doling out the soup.
It's borscht.
It's borscht. As you guys are there, Terry is on the other side of you. Say, hey, Leonard.
Yeah, what's up, Terry?
Did you know that, like, this is the city that never sleeps?
Like, really? No. People
Yeah,
gotta sleep
dude.
sometime, Terry.
No, that's why they call it the Big Apple. It's the city that never sleeps.
But
Do you
what's
know-
apples got to do with sleeping? I guess it keeps
Well-
the doctors away so you don't have to sleep because they won't tell you to sleep. I don't. Terry.
Leonard. Listen, you know why the city never sleeps. It's because the apple of the city is in so much pain. Like, the apple is like full of worms, and you know what the worms are in here?
What are the worms, Terry?
Tall white aliens.
Not the short gray ones like last time?
Not short grays, no, it's the tall whites that are doing it.
As a tall white myself, I find
No,
that
no,
hard to
no.
believe.
No, Leonard, you're not a tall white. You're a tall white person. Tall whites are a different kind of alien.
What do
They're
they
like
look like,
50
Terry?
They're like 15 feet tall, and they're completely white.
So, like, 14 feet taller than the short gray ones.
Yeah.
That's a lot of info to
And
take
you know, the short gray ones are the ones that are in the ocean because they're the ones that made the bloop.
in. Oh, man. Roll an eidetic memory to remember what the bloop is?
Do you as Cody know what it is?
No.
Wow,
No.
but you do not remember what that he's talking about.
I'm gonna smile and nod. What's the bloop again, Terry?
Leonard, I told you all about this last time. The bloop is an unexplained sound from the ocean recorded in 1997. Now, some people
that's
think that it's just weird seismic activity, man, but nah, I know the truth. The Greys have their underwater sea lab set underneath the water, underneath the ocean, at the bottom of the ocean.
You
And
know,
that's what made the bloop.
I could probably borrow some of the diving equipment from our underwater basket weaving club, and we could go find it. We should do that
Yeah.
sometime, Terry.
We should go
Swim to
find the
bottom of the
bloop,
ocean.
and we could have a conversation with the Greys about why that they had Godzilla destroy Tokyo so many times.
This is why I like you, Terry. God, you're so smart. This is why you're the brains of this operation. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You're darn tootin'. It's just like I say, you know, when the red star's up in the sky, that's when you know the end times are here.
Dude, I thought I was ready. I'm not ready.
But it's like Mama said, though, Terry. When the sun shines, we're gonna shine together.
We're gonna be so shiny.
Take an oath right now. I'm gonna stick it out with you till the end.
All right, man, I got you. And you guys
Uh,
continue to
fist
serve.
bump.
He fist bumps back. You guys continue to serve soup, and the day goes on.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, so Christina, last we checked on Cassandra.
Go on. Doesn't matter.
She was outside of the school building having a cigarette.
Because she's glad to be done with that boring as fuck class.
So while that you're out there, I would like you to roll me a perception and awareness roll. Difficulty is going to be a
goody.
6.
Perception and awareness.
Yes, perception and awareness. All right, that looks like 3 successes. Or I'm sorry, 4, since 10's counts 2.
Yeah, and the one took away one.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 successes.
So while you are sitting there smoking, you casually glance your eyes up to the sky, and you can see, clear as day, a red star in the sky.
Oh, lovely.
Curious about this, you go to get a better view of it than underneath like the awning by the school. And in passing by, you listen to a couple of girls nearby you who are clearly too old to be having this conversation. Like, oh my god, freaking Twilight is the greatest movie ever. You cannot beat the character development of those characters. And the other girl is immediately agreeing with her about how hot that the werewolf is.
I hate everything right now.
All right, I'm gonna keep walking by. And as I'm going by, it's like, hey, just so you guys know, they're doing a remake of it with it twisted around, and there's also an offbeat one where everything is awful for all of them. Bye, and keep walking.
Like, what was that even about? So one of the things that I had been mentioning to everyone else, but I'm going to make mention here, is that televisions and phones seem to be on the fritz, not really working as well as they had been before. As that you pass by an electronics store that seems to be mostly focused on the news for the moment. Apparently there's something happening out in the India area, but it's a little hard to tell with all the static. As that you pass by, all of the televisions in the window immediately clear up and switch channels, and you can see on screen is Joe Pesci from Goodfellas just going, oh, so you think I'm fucking funny then? So am I funny like a clown, like ha funny, or what? And as you pass by
Take note of that.
Yeah. As you pass by another store that has a single TV in it, make me a perception and alertness roll real quick.
Alertness? Okay.
Yes,
Same
alertness
roll
for
of
this
8
one.
dice.
This one is going to be a difficulty of... Yeah, this one's going to be a difficulty of 7.
2, 3... Oh, I had 3 1, so that subtracted all my successes.
So that is a straight failure. So you stop and something catches your eye on the television, even through all the static. It looks almost like a movie explosion on the television. Like, you know, that those stock footages of like explosions and stuff. But as you turn to look at it to get a better idea of what's going on, the classic Godfather scene of "I'm going to give you an offer that you can't refuse" comes on as you're staring at the television.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Although I'm starting to sense a theme here.
As you keep going, give me one more perception and alertness. Difficulty is going to be a 5 this time.
Okay. 5, 4.
Okay, so as you're wandering and kind of thinking on everything that you've been seeing lately, you hear the sound of a bike bell go out. Bike bell like ding 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 ding, as you deftly dodge out of the way of an incoming guy on a bicycle with a carrier on the back. He just kind of goes, "Hey, watch where you're going! I got some fucking pies here to deliver." And
Where
you
the
can
fuck
see,
you're going on a pedestrian?
"Hey, yo, fuck you!" And he just like flips you off and just keeps going. You notice, though, that the pizza place that he's from is called Vinny's VD Pizzi.
I came, I saw, I pizza.
Yes, exactly.
Is Pizzi just plural for pizza?
It could be.
I don't know.
It's just New York
Also, I love
Italian
having
for
a
pizza.
5 perception.
It's very useful.
It's very useful indeed.
Okay, so, is there anything else that you would like to do?
I mean, I'm going to get a better look at this red star. I thought that was the goal. or did I look at it after you're in the weird Twilight stuff and then just happen to be walking around?
You just kind of happen to be walking around. You kind of looked at it, and then a bunch of stuff kind of started happening. Like, upon getting like a better look at it, it doesn't look like anything natural that you've ever seen before.
Okay. No, not really anything in particular I want to do right now.
Okay. In that case, then I'm gonna just have you wandering around town for a bit if you got nothing to do.
Sure.
You're just gonna kind of follow the sign's importance, as it were. Could always go play some back alley craps.
Nah.
Okay, Julia.
This is Julia. How can I help you?
You, after about 30 minutes of basically from the university campus to where you are now, made it to your work at Vinny's Vidi Pizzi.
Fantastic. I guess I'm gonna toss on my apron and clock in.
Yeah, you clock in. As soon as you clock in, Vinny, your boss, hands you some thick rubber yellow gloves. All right, Rose, if you could do me a quick favor, I'm gonna need you to go out to the back, and I just need you to like slide the dumpster just a little bit.
You move
It's
it
a
to
little too close. No, I didn't move the fucking dumpster too close to the building. It just
We got the inspection coming up. How'd you let it get too close to the building again?
no, the fucking the dump truck that came through. That's the one that they moved it too fucking close. They don't have any sense of space or anything.
Ugh, fine, I gotcha, boss. But
All right, just be
raise.
careful.
I want to raise.
Okay, but be careful.
Be careful, it's a dumpster. What? We already chased off the hobo last week.
Yeah, but now the raccoons are back.
You didn't call an exterminator?
I did, but he said he won't be here until next Thursday.
Fucker, fine. Fine.
Be careful. I heard they're getting the raccoons are starting to learn how to use weapons.
Really tempted to just pull out my revolver and spin it, but I'm not going to be that guy.
All right.
Alright, I go back to the dumpster.
You go back to the dumpster.
Alright, and I go to move the goddamn dumpster.
Make me a strength and athletics check, I think.
Difficulty?
6.
Goose egg.
It takes you a long while, but eventually in putting your back into it, you are able to move that goddamn dumpster.
Fine. Alright.
So I put my back into it. I move this dumpster. It is now a regulation amount of feet away from the building.
And you are good to go back inside with your work completed.
Cool, I had to go back in.
You going back in, your boss, Vinny, starts basically giving you tasks to do. Run this to that table, take this order, do this, do that. Basic stuff that you've always had to deal with. Maybe sometimes you gotta take a delivery and hand it off to the delivery driver, who's this weirdo with a bicycle who refuses to get an actual car.
I mean, it's New York. It's probably faster on a bike.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I'm just doing stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just being like, how about that raise?
Listen,
Or a promotion.
Rose.
With a raise.
Yeah, I can get you a
Manager's
promotion.
position around here.
So, what we're gonna have to do for that, though, is I'm gonna have to start being able to bring in a little bit more business. Right now, some people are kind of bleeding me dry a little bit, you know.
You, why didn't you go to a hospital for that bleeding?
No, it's since a few years back, me and Teresa, we got married, and she's from the old country, and her family didn't take kindly to marrying no second generation Italian American over here, so they've been a little bit harder. The boys have been a little bit harder on me than in the past couple years. They've been upping my extra rent.
That's rough, buddy. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
When I'm in the restroom, I pull out my phone and pull up Indeed and start looking for a new job.
Your phone and internet is not working.
What the actual fuck? I gotta get out of this place. I can't be working for the mob.
You see that it has maximum bars and that you are connected to the local pizza parlor's Wi-Fi, and nothing is happening.
I switch over to 3G, 4G, whatever.
There's a whole lot of 3G and 4G nothing.
I guess I'll have to do this when I get home. All right, I go back out.
So when you come back out, Vinny just kind of... So, what's a good MacArthur girl like you doing down here working in a fucking pizza place? Like, don't your folks run like all the... Like the honey production in all of New York? Like, what are you doing, like, having a fucking deadbeat job down here? Not that I don't appreciate the help and everything, but I'm just a little curious.
Yo, so my parents do run like a really big farming operation in upstate, but they're getting into the honey business, so I'm just in the area to study beekeeping. Because one of the things I want to do is not only integrate beekeeping with the farm, but I will also want to start working on a form of urban beekeeping, because I think it may be the future. Having beehives on tops of buildings and shit.
Okay. I that sounds like pretty... The beekeeping business is way beyond me. I make fucking pizza.
Yeah, man, I get it. And they covered my tuition and stuff, but the deal was like that if I wanted to spending money for like junk food or concerts and shit, I had to pay for that myself. So I'm here trying to get build up some extra cash for that.
Okay. Julia, can you please make me a manipulation and subterfuge roll? Because I know that you are lying. Difficulty 6. Holy shit!
Ooh, yeah!
G fucking G.
Okay, yeah, you
That's
explain...
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
That's phenomenal. You talk to this guy, and he just nods and understands. As y'all's days have progressed, Cassandra finds herself wandering about and is drawn to around 11 o'clock at night by whatever reason, finds herself in the doorway of Vinny's Vidi Pizzi, where 3 of her classmates are sitting around a table eating pizza.
Okay. I see the sign. I go in and see them. Is Julia wearing anything that denotes that she actually works here or not?
I'm wearing an apron and a look of disdain on my face.
So speaking
okay.
Speaking of looks, I just realized that we never got into this. What does everyone's character look like?
Oh God. So Cassandra, or Cass, as you guys might know her, is 5'0". She's extremely short. She's got short blonde hair, eyes with gold flecks in them, and just kind of wears normal t-shirt and jacket and jeans. Super fancy.
So
Okay.
Leonard is a 6'5",
Fucking
250 pound, all muscle,
all American.
all American Southern boy with close cropped blonde hair who's normally seen wearing a crop top and sweatpants.
The fuck. Well,
Please never.
like 250 pounds for being 6'5" is pretty
It's lanky as
fucking
fuck.
pretty gangly. Yeah, Oliver is pretty average build, kind of gangly looking, very wiry, about 6 feet tall, sort of blondish hair, but it's like almost brown blonde, like barely blonde.
You all somewhat blonde. Is that what happened here?
Very kempt hair. It's brushed to the side, probably just past the ears. Very neat, very tidy, very organized. Normally in hospital scrubs because volunteering and medical student.
Okay. And Roswell? Or Rose?
Roswell Nova McGarthy is about 5'6". She is average build, kind of curvy, with a round, kind of plump-looking face, brown eyes, and long, dark brown hair. Her hair, she usually keeps braided in 2 pigtails. She wears a, forest green bandana and is typically in, almost 90s hippie grunge clothing at all times. So, very earthy tones, tan tank top and green cargo pants. And
Lots of flannel.
oh god, all the fucking flannel. That looks flag flies so high. She legitimately, if you've ever seen PCU, she looks like one of the feminist protesters.
What was that old show? What was the main character's name? Daria?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my
what-
god. Yes.
That's what I'm picturing, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of like Daria meets hippies grunge kind of look.
Solid.
And almost a constant look of disdain on her face when she's at work.
Spinelli.
Okay, so the group is back together. You guys are taking notes off of Oliver and Leonard, who has, for some reason, magically remembered the entire lecture.
Yeah,
You're all
I was about
not
to say,
sure
I've got
how.
my own notes.
I want to make note that Oliver has probably a big gulp full of just hot coffee that he frequently takes gigantic pounds of and continues his night.
Frequently, as Rose is finishing up cleaning duties, she's going to come over and refill that cup and bring you guys, whatever fresh pizzas she can.
Lenny's gonna help Rose finish up her cleaning duties.
Hey man, you know I can't pay you, right?
Yeah, but friends don't let friends work alone. It wouldn't be right.
God, you are such a sweet sucker.
So, you guys are talking and hanging out for a little bit.
So I'd be
Right.
like, hey, Rose, right? Roswell, something like that?
Hey, you, yeah, all my friends call me Rose. You're Cass, right?
Yeah. So I assume you work here. Do you have a delivery boy on a bike?
Yeah, he should be coming back in about 3 minutes.
Oh, let me know. Fucker almost ran me over.
Can't miss him. Big ugly fucking hat.
Okay, cool. I assume this place is owned by Vinny, right?
Yeah, it's the big ugly looking guy over there behind the counter.
Hey, yo, Roswell, I fucking heard that!
You fat piece
Hey,
of shit.
no, Vinny! Your delivery boy almost ran me over.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole like that. Don't worry, I'll dock his pay. What do you want? I got some free pie over here.
Okay, I'll take
Wow.
that. That's fine.
While this conversation's going on, I'm gonna lean over and nudge Oliver and be like, now it makes sense why they have to take notes off of ours. Mama always said using curse words is a sign of low intelligence.
Just gonna kind of shrug and pound some more coffee.
And I bet my perception is so good I could probably hear that.
So, probably, I'm not even gonna have you roll
Oh,
that. You probably heard it.
Leonard's a character who he whistles he whispers like this, and everybody can really hear it, but he thinks he's being quiet.
Perception 5, yo.
Yeah,
and alertness and awareness 3 apiece.
It's one of those whispers where I make
Well,
my
a
voice
whisper-
real raspy,
A whisper
but I never change the volume.
with a whisper yell.
I look at him like, Lenny, I bet I'm 3 times as smart as you when it comes to most things. Sports, probably not, though.
Hey, he might not be the smartest motherfucker in the class, alright? But he's a sweet kid. Dumb, but sweet.
Yeah. I'll give him that much.
We're all just trying our best.
It's because I cussed once in first grade, I gotta admit.
Wait,
Ruined
you've only
for it.
ever cursed once?
Yeah, because after that I had to repeat. Because I read.
Fuck you's how we say hello in my family.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get you to us. It's not going to do anything to you.
Tell that to my first grade teacher.
I mean,
Okay,
I can
where is
beat it
she
up
at?
for you. I mean, we
I
can
wasn't
go
gonna go
after
that
this
far,
jabroni if you want.
But why would you? She was such a nice lady.
Hey
Why
man,
did she hold you back?
hey man, I got a question for you. Real talk. Hey, Lenny, do you love America?
No.
Of course.
All right. So you really love a right to free speech, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you argue that being able to cuss to express your emotions is part of free speech?
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like this first grade teacher of yours not only hates America, but Jesus too.
Oh, she didn't fail me for cussing. When I cussed, I stopped knowing how to read. Or at least that's what Mama said. I don't remember being able to read before then either.
So, Leonard, after you got held back, did you graduate eventually? You did it though, right? You're in college now. So
Yeah.
So that just means it took you a little longer to get it, and you.
I got real smart when I started playing football.
Yeah, you conquered that challenge. So
Yeah.
that's all that really matters.
You made it. It's fine.
To cuss.
He's not saying that you can. He's just saying that he won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then I might get dumb again.
That's not how that works, but that's a topic for another day.
I would argue that there's no religion to support that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. You want a free slice of pizza, big guy?
Please?
I just give him an entire, meat lover's pizza.
Oliver's
And
gonna
I'm
just
gonna
like
roll it into a burrito.
Picked.
Oliver's just gonna like occasionally like nibble on some pizza, but he's only ever like just taking like a small bite here or there. Not a lot of food at all.
Yeah, Vinny,
So,
handle your delivery boys before they actually hit one who's gonna sue them, and your life gets awful.
well, listen here, lady. My life would have a hard time being even more awful. Listen, we gotta lock up. You guys are, since you guys are friends with my favorite employee, you guys are welcome to stay in here while I lock up and clean up and everything. But once I turn the lights off, y'all coming out back door with me, so we can, get y'all home. So he goes to lock up, and as he puts his hand on the door to do that, the door actually slams open hard enough that Vinny goes stumbling back and falls onto his big ass. And 6 men in suits walk in. 3 of them are what you'd probably think of when you think of generic Italian mobsters. And when I say suits, for at least the first 3 of them, I mean track suits.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, God,
The
I love
other
this.
3
So
are
complete.
dressed in actual suit and tie, though they definitely don't look like they're from Italy. They don't have the complexion for it.
Oh boy.
One of the guys in the tracksuits just kind of looks to Vinny and goes, "Come on, Vinny, get up off your fucking fat ass and go get us our fucking money." Vinny's just kind of scrambling there, looking a little shocked, honestly. "Come on, Vinny, you got to get it for Papa Giovanni. Come on."
I'm gonna turn to the
Brendan.
group.
Brendan, are you telling me that this pizza place is owned by Papa John's? Please tell me that's where you're getting it with it.
Mommy.
Hey guys, Brendan here at the back end to tell you some legal stuff. Firstly, our theme song for this series is Epic Blockbuster 2 by Raphael Krusch. Other music in this episode was provided by Citizen X, Art of Escapism, Kevin McLeod, and once again, Raphael Krusch. You should check those guys out. They put out some great music. If you wanted to contact us, you can tweet us at a pair of dice lost, or send us an email at a pair of dice lost@gmail.com. Finally, everyone should remember, Vinny's Vidi Pizzi. Vinny came, he saw, he pizzaed.